All right, so do you guys ever get a pair of sneakers and are just completely conflicted? I feel like that is me every time I have to review a pair of Skechers, and I don't have to review them. I'm just always interested in seeing how they are keeping up with the times in an original fashion instead of something like the on-cloud knockoffs and the other things that they're creating. For some reason, the Skechers running lane is insane. Like, they've created such insane stuff in the past. It's quite good, and it's weird for me to appreciate it because, again, I have this disclaimer, and every time I do a Skechers video, it's like I don't like that they rip off other brands and other products that they create. They have so many that are so close to other things, but the Skechers running stuff is pretty impressive stuff. So that being said, I saw these. I was very interested in them. This is known as the Aero Burst. First of all, you look at the shoe, I'm like, dude, it's a beautiful looking shoe. Obviously, it has a giant S on the side, but the midsole is crazy, and I love this gradient fade of colors in here with the neon vibes. It just is a very colorful, fun, original looking midsole. You have the Goodyear traction on the outside as well. So they have some extra branding there. And they also brand all of their key things pretty well. So something that other brands sometimes don't do very well, they do a pretty good job of calling all the things out. Like, it does say arch fit here on the side, and then it does say Hyper Burst Ice on the midsole, and then it says carbon infused on this side. Some of it might be just mumbo jumbo garbage, like some of it actually might be good. That being said, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the Aero Burst, and let's go and get into it. So these retail for $150, and they do fit true to size in my opinion. I'm a 9.5. 9.5 fit me perfect. I will link them in the description if you guys are interested in checking them out. Wanted to give you guys some information about what they say about these shoes, and then we'll get into my thoughts. So it says Aero Comfort Technology Hit every mile marker in long distance confidence and premium cushioned comfort with Skechers Aero Burst. This well-cushioned running style has been granted the APMA Seal of Acceptance and is designed for a daily runner. Features a lace-up breathable engineered mesh upper with removable arc fit insole, amplified hyperburst ice midsole cushioning with hyper arc technology, a carbon-infused H-plate for next level energy return, plus a durable Goodyear Performance Outsole. So the weight of these are 11.1 ounces, so they are a little bit heavier. The upper does look actually pretty nice. You do have reflective elements on the sides. You have some extra cushion pads on the heel, which is honestly kind of weird that it's cushioned on the outside, but it is what it is. Also, you do have a strip on the back for reflectiveness as well. Engineered mesh upper feels pretty breathable overall, and the tongue, padding, and the collar around feels nice. It's not overly bulky, but it's soft and it feels nice. The midsole is where this thing shines though. I've tried the Hyperburst in the past. Pretty impressive stuff overall. And this one is very impressive also. It feels soft, comfortable on feet. You definitely get a nice amount of cushioning in the midsole, and they make it on a pretty wide base as well. So I like that it's wide and not super narrow in the heel, wide in the forefoot. Overall, it's very impressive on feet. If I had to compare it to anything, the feel overall to me reminds me almost of the Nike Motiva. Kind of like one of the takedown runners, but in a very good sense, because the Motivas are actually really comfortable as well. Not the softest and squishiest on the market, but definitely something where you feel a nice amount of cushioning on them. And I've worn these out and about, ran in them a little bit as well, and they're just overall pretty impressive, comfortable on feet. I would say much better than expected overall. I mean, if I'm looking at the shoe and trying these on, if I did a blind try-on test, I'd probably rate them like an 8.5 out of 10. It hits a lot of the boxes. I mean, again, comfortable overall, wide-based, fit true to size, cushioning on the tongue and collar is great, fairly breathable with the engineered mesh upper. Stylistically, I'm there for it too. I really, really like it. The midsole I think looks great. This colorway specifically drew me in because of the kind of gradient fade of the neon colors here. It's very original looking because of that. So I think that that is a really big plus. The Goodyear traction on the bottom is also nice. A couple of things that I wish that they would make better. I wish it was gusseted. There's no gusset in the tongue, meaning it can flop around left to right a little bit. Feels like it stays into place pretty well overall anyway. But you know, extra gusset does add a little bit of extra to the shoe. Also, this whole carbon fused plate thing I don't understand, because I can bend the shoe. When you have a carbon plate in the middle, it makes it so you can't bend it usually. So I don't know where that plate is. I don't think it matters, because personally for me, I don't love carbon plated shoes for casual consumption. So it's interesting, but I don't know where this carbon plate is. And also this insole is very well cushioned as well. This is their arc fit like insole. It's like pretty soft and pillowy, something that I've noticed that Skechers running actually has a pretty good attention to details for their insoles, something that other brands could probably follow suit with. And overall, there's not a lot to hate about this shoe. $150 price point. I would love it if it was like at $130, but $150 for the price point is competitive on the market for other brands as well. And I'll tell you what they're delivering in this product is pretty much on point with other brands as well. Like, you have a really comfortable pair that is something that is functional, that you could wear casually, but also is like one that you can run in. It's a little bit heavier, like I said. I wish it was gusseted. Little things here and there, but the overall package, very, very impressive for a Skechers pair. And I know people discount Skechers, but for those people that do know what I'm talking about, you've tried some of the other stuff, this is going to be one that I think you're going to like if you've tried some of the other pairs. Again, I just always feel so weird about Skechers because of the way that they approach the other markets, where they like, you know, the On ones as of right now are the ones that they're just ripping off completely. It's you know, creates market confusion for those less educated consumers out there, and it's just a really crappy like business model to rip off other companies instead of creating something original. That being said, this is original, this is excellent, and so not all parts of Skechers is evil. It feels like Skechers running has been pretty solid. Even Skechers basketball seems like it's pretty awesome as well with Julius Randle and stuff. Anyways, these feel really good on feet, much, much better than expected. If you're interested in buying them, I'll link them in the description. Take you over to maybe Skechers or wherever I can find them. But impressed. If you've tried them, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Overall, I'm like, dude, what? I wish I had a contact over there so I could try out all their other stuff as well, but I don't. So this is what we're left with for 150. They do have some other models that might be worth a look as well. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you'll see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content. And thanks for watching. Peace, guys.